The Osijek County Court today found former Vukovar Mayor Željko Sabo guilty in the first instance of corruption and has sentenced him to 1 year and 4 months in prison. Sabo was accused of attempting to bribe Croatian Democratic Union city councillors Marija Budimir and Radivoj Đurić in an attempt to gain a majority in the city council. Budimir allegedly recorded the conversation with Sabo. In his defence, Sabo claimed that he hadn't offered Budimir a bribe, but rather an opportunity to participate in specific projects for Vukovar's benefit, and that she misunderstood his intentions. The traditional two-day international strategic forum in the Slovenian resort of Bled got underway yesterday. This is the most important foreign policy event in Slovenia's calendar, and around 500 politicians, businessmen and academics from 65 countries are attending. Croatia's Foreign Minister Vesna Pusic and Tourism Minister Darko Lorencin are scheduled to attend today. The government has announced a plan to help the most socially vulnerable in Croatia by writing off up to 10,000 kuna of debts they may have accumulated. The move is aimed at the unemployed, pensioners with small pensions and those receiving social benefits, who have no other means of paying off their debts. Minister of Social Policy Milanka Opacic and Finance Minister Boris Lalovac met with bankers and telephone operators yesterday to discuss the plan. The crash of a Croatian Air Force MiG-21 fighter near Zagreb on the 5th of August was caused by a failure in the aircraft's hydraulic system and not the result of human error or a mistake in the command structure. This was the conclusion of a report presented to yesterday's Defence Council session. The Council also decided that Croatia would maintain its Air Force capability and the existing level of budgetary funding for defence. Also, the life of Croatia's anti-boat missile systems are to be prolonged. President Josipovic and Prime Minister Milanovic said that the long-term development programme of the Croatian armed forces would be put to public debate. In cultural news, a selection committee from the Croatian Association of Film Workers has chosen the feature film Cowboys to represent Croatian cinematography at the 80th Oscars in the foreign film category. 10 of the 17 committee members voted in favour of the comedy, written and directed by Tomislav Mršić, which is based on a very successful Croatian theatre play. Sport, and last night the first event in the 64th Boris Hanžeković Memorial Athletics meeting took place, the men's shot put. Tom Walsh of New Zealand won with a throw of 20 metres and 69 centimetres, with Pole Tomasz Majewski coming second and American Reese Hoff third. Croatian Stipe Žunić was sixth with a very respectable throw of 20 metres and 14 centimetres. Croatia's discus thrower Sandra Perkovic and high jumpers Ana Šimić and Blanka Vlašić will be competing this afternoon at Mlado Stadium. Tennis, and Croatia's Marin Cilic faces Gilles Simon of France today in the 4th round of the US Open. And at the World Basketball Cup in Spain, Croatia lost yesterday to Senegal in the 3rd round of Group B by a score of 77-75. Croatia has so far won 2 games and lost 1. On Wednesday they face Greece. This afternoon's forecast calls for cloudy weather with occasional rain, while on the southern Adriatic and in eastern Slavonia there is the possibility of thunderstorms. The most rain will be in higher regions and in central Croatia, while on the coast and in eastern regions there will be sunnier periods. Along most of the coast there'll be a strong to gale force strength northeasterly Bura wind, with the strongest gusts expected in the Velebit Channel. In central Croatia, in higher regions and in western Slavonia, it'll be fresher with highs of between 12 and 17 degrees Celsius, while elsewhere it'll be warmer, especially on the coast where the day's highs will be between 20 and 25 degrees. Over the next few days, the changeable weather will continue, although it will get a little warmer, especially towards the weekend. There will be some occasional rain and rain showers and a light to moderate northerly and northeasterly wind. On the coast it'll also be changeable but with sunnier periods. Most regions tomorrow will be dry with occasional rain showers expected only in the south. The northeasterly Bura wind will weaken in the middle of the week and temperatures will rise.